Hey everybody, welcome back to Building SouthLake. So last week we worked on a historic building, and mainly it was just supposed to kind of add a little bit more, well, supposedly add more history into the city, which was this building here. As you can tell, it is fully finished. This is what we have for through everything like that. I did want to put glass in here, that way it kind of did allow some sunlight to come in and kind of light it up naturally. But there is one big thing I have to show you guys today that I've been working on from basically last part until now, and it's basically talking about the beach. Now last week I talked about where I should add the ocean for the city, mainly because, you know, if I want it to be realistic, I need to have it close to the main part of the city, and I didn't want to make it over here, and I didn't want to make it over, here on basically all other three sides. And I showed you guys where I wanted to make it, and I actually kind of started it. So we'll show you that here in a minute. We might work on that today, or we might work on a couple new buildings that have been added. So, but before we do that, not there. But before we do that, we need to come in here and go boop. So our subscriber of the week is, PG Owens, I believe. PG Owens, yep. So OWENS101. And by next part, we might be working on the other dugout, because I need to get started on that. I keep saying it, but I'm just too lazy to do it. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go show you some of the new buildings that have been added since the last part, but they're not fully finished. They've just been started. And then I'll go show you the main thing I've been working on, which I'm pretty proud of. And mainly because it's taking a very long time, and you'll see why, because it involves sand. So basically, there's these two buildings here. So as you can tell, I'm finally starting to work on this side of the highway, and I want to add smaller buildings in here. Even though this one's kind of tall, it's still not as tall as a lot of the ones over there. And then this one here is pretty small. It fits in with how small I want the buildings to be, and so on and so forth. So now let's head over to the other side of the city, and I can show you what I've been working on for basically the past week, because it's been taking a very long time. What I was working on basically took 2 full days to make. Well, I won't say full days, but 2 days of coming on Minecraft and working. And you'll see why it's taking so long, because I basically have to do double the work in order to get the end result. And we're almost over there. Oh, we're so close. It's just on the other side of these buildings, and you can kind of see it. It's a beach. So obviously, if you're going to have a city, you need a beach for attractions. So I started the beach because I wanted to figure out how big I wanted the beach to be, and that way it kind of shows like how the ocean's going to be working. So basically, this is how big the beach is going to be. Now, it's not going to be fully straight throughout the entire thing. It's just straight right now. But if you notice, I have signs right here. This is actually where the ocean is going to start. Now, you might be asking yourself, why would I use signs right here? Well, the reason for it is a ocean is really deep, as you guys hopefully know, and it goes down really far. So I'm going to have the ocean go all the way down to the grass here. And instead of putting, maybe 2 layers of sand or something that would fall, I'm going to put signs and then put water on those signs. That way, all I have to do is get rid of 1 block, and it gets rid of all of the water that I need to get rid of. So basically, the water just falls down nice and smoothly with me breaking 1 block. So it's going to take a while to do it, and at some point, I actually might ask subscribers to come on and maybe help me with that. And that'll be the first time I've ever asked subscribers to kind of help with something. But to put it in perspective, the ocean is going to take up like 3 full maps. So the ocean is going to be huge because it's an ocean. And that way I can add, full-size cruise ships, islands, things like that into the mix, which are going to make it feel a lot more realistic and hopefully a little bit better as well. Yeah, but I've been working on this. It's been taking a very long time because, as you guys can tell, this is sand. And sand, it likes to fall. So, boop, 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 boop. And then we have to put dirt underneath it to kind of hold up the sand, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we've done a lot of kind of this like ranting, I guess, or not even ranting, just showing you guys what's been going on. How about we go work on a new building? I don't really want to work on the beach right now. We might do that next part, and maybe that part will be finished by next part. I don't know yet. So how about we just go work on some of the other buildings to kind of, get those buildings taken care of. And man, it takes a while to fly across the entire map. Here we go. All right. So I'm not sure which one I want to work on. This one might be a little bit easier to work on, so we might start on this one. So I think we use black. It was either black or gray stained glass. I think it was black. Yep, it was black. Okay, so let's make sure. Yep, definitely black. So let's put that away. We need light gray wool, which is right here. We need gray wool. We need I can't find them. Fences. Here we go. Cobblestone walls. That is actually what I was looking for. And that's really just about it for this building. Well, maybe a little bit of stone too, but that's not really a huge deal. So how about we get started on this? Yeah, but so if you guys didn't watch my KaoshKraft from yesterday, or actually I guess it was a week ago. At the time of this recording, it was yesterday. But I talked to you guys a little bit about what's going to be going on with my channel, mainly because I actually have a career now. So, which means I'm not going to be home as much. So I'm not going to be able to record and play Xbox all the time like I used to. Now, for some of you guys, this might be a worry to you, and if you really do like my channel, you're going to be like, well, are you still going to be making videos? And the answer to that is yes, absolutely. I'm going to try my absolute best to maintain my channel, because believe it or not, my channel is still one of my first priorities, because I've grown it so much over the past 3 years that I'm not just going to let it go into ruins. So if you guys are worried about that at all, that's definitely not going to happen. I'm still going to maintain my channel. I've actually been working really hard for the past couple weeks to make sure I get all these videos out to you guys. They're usually recorded a week in advance now. That way they're ready to go, and that way you still get your videos, and it's a little bit less stress on me as well to record ahead of time. Also makes my life a little bit easier, mainly because when they're ready to go, it's just a little bit easier sometimes. So it does need to be 2 blocks away, right? Yes. Okay, we're good. Woo! That's kind of weird. Jax, on. My cat's being a pain. Like usual, you guys know Jax. Well, you guys don't really know him, but you've heard of him. And you've seen him in some of my comment show. Because he's always walking around doing something stupid. Yeah, but I don't want you guys to get worried about whether my channel is going to be maintained or whether it's going to fall into ruins. It's definitely, I'm still maintaining it for sure. Don't get that into your head. So I definitely want to stress that I'm not giving up on my channel. Don't start that at all, because it's not going to happen. Like I said, I've grown this channel too hard and put too much time into it. And you guys have put a lot of time into watching my videos, that there's no way in hell that I was ever going to let it, you know, just fall apart. Which, pardon my language there, but I really do take this seriously. And, you know, some people are always like negative, like, well, what's the point of playing Minecraft when you're that old, you know? But really, I don't look at it as a kid's game, because yes, technically it's, you know, it's more towards kids when it comes to marketing, but it's still just a fun game in general to play. So on the 3rd block, so right here, I mean, it's just a fun game to play and relax to, and I've heard that from a lot of other people. It's just one of those games that you can come onto it, relax. You're not stressed. You're not going to get upset with it most of the time, not like you would with a Call of Duty or a Battlefield, any games like that. Mainly because the game is just so simple, and you can just relax. You know, play creative if you want, do something else if you want, play survival. So, you know, it's just one of those games that is a very relaxing game, might be the best way to put it. And that's how I look at it, because it's one of those games I come on to not just record now, but it's just one of those games I come on to relax. If I don't want to play Battlefield or FIFA, I usually come on to Minecraft and work on my city. I need stairs. I just need to make sure, is this one 2? So it should be 2 in front. So 1, 2. Yes, so this should be a stair. There. Oh, that's not a stair. That's a block. Ah, that's a stair. There we go. So it's definitely just like one of those things to where, you know, a lot of people are going to consider Minecraft a kid's game, which I understand it's marketed towards kids, and it's meant for a younger audience. But if you look at it though, how many older people will still play Minecraft? I mean, I'm 21. I still play it almost every single day, not just because I have to for my channel, but because I want to. And I know a lot of other people that still use it to their advantage, because also a lot of people use it for their jobs. And what I mean by that is, if you go into a city like Huntington, a lot of them use like CAD, or if you don't know what CAD is, it's a program that you can basically like design things. And that's actually what I'm going into. That's what my career is. And so it's basically just one of those things to where, you know, you can still use your skills and your creativity, and you're going to get the exact same thing out of it. So It's just one of those things to where I like coming on, relaxing, building, and seeing how things just kind of can change over, you know, years and months. That's looking pretty good. So let's add, so the gray goes on the second one in the middle. So right here, right? Yeah, it looks right. And Jax is busy messing with something. I'm not sure what it is, and it's really bugging me because I want to finish this video. Jax, goodness gracious. Cats are just one of the most pain in the butt animals, just because they don't listen to you. I mean, Jax, he listens to me when I call him, but yet he still just goes off and does whatever he wants because he's a cat. They're so cute, but they're also just such a pain. And one of the things I'm actually really excited for is one day when I get a house, I can actually get a dog, because I really want a dog, just because dogs, you know, I like cats, but they're not the same. You know, you can't get the same thing out of a cat that you can with a dog. Like the affection, the love, things like that. You can't get the same thing with a cat most of the time. And so what we might do is, how much time are we at? We're at 11 minutes. So we actually got a little bit more done than I thought we would in that couple minutes that we had, because we had like, what, 10 minutes of free time when it came to actually building. Because as you guys know, I want to keep these videos pretty short to around, you know, maybe like 15 minutes at max is what I want to keep these videos at. That way they're not too long and they're just pretty short, and I feel like you guys can fully watch it without having to like be burdened with watching a video for, you know, 30 minutes. So some people are going to want longer videos, which I'm okay with. I'd rather you guys say you want longer videos than shorter videos, but most of the time you are going to see 99% of my videos are going to be cut down from what they used to be, from you know, 30 minutes to, you know, 15, and that way it's just a lot easier for people to actually watch. And let's go down, and we'll finish up this window and we'll call it quits, because like I said, I want to keep the videos pretty short, and we're like right at that time. And I guess I can just show you guys real quick, if you want to make this building for yourself, your cobblestone walls, let's go here. So thank you very much for watching, guys. It is greatly appreciated. If you have any questions for me about my channel or anything in general, let me know in the comments and I will try to get back to you in the comments. If you do want me to get back to you though, make sure that your channel is basically like, it is able for me to reply back to you, because I've tried to reply back to some people in comments, but their channel doesn't make it to where people can reply. So it's just one of those things to where if you want me to reply back to you, try to make sure that your channel is on a reply status. So thank you very much for watching, guys. It is greatly appreciated as always. I will see you guys next week for more SouthLake, or come back tomorrow for the Vision. So thank you, guys.